About 5 years ago, I was able to first apply for Twitch Partner. Hi, hello. My name is Karma. And I started streaming on Twitch. It was the end of 2018, December 5th, if I remember correct, was when I got affiliate. And then, a year or two after, I was really focused on my growth as a Twitch streamer. I was really confident about being able to hit partner soon after I made my Twitch channel, as I had went to TwitchCon in 2019. I was friends and still am friends with a bunch of Twitch partners. However, many who either have not been streaming as of late have moved their streams onto other platforms, or just, stop being content creators in general. There's only a few that are still actively streaming on Twitch and also still doing well for themselves. So that's been a really hefty weight on my shoulders, being friends with people who I looked up to, who then their career has fallen into shambles regardless of what they've done. Like some people it's inevitable, but like other people, I feel like they were like me, who put all their eggs in the basket of Twitch. And I've come to the realization that it was just my fault. It was probably any of our fault for sitting there and jumping up and down, being like, we bleed purple, and everything like that. I mean, the thing for me, to my defense, was Mixer scared me. I saw people who did very, very well on Mixer, and then they tried coming over to Twitch, and it never worked for them, and they ended up having to stop being like, they were full-time content creators. And I didn't understand it. Then it started occurring to me that there was people who they would do well on Twitch, they would start to do really well, and then they would diversify themselves. So I thought that was the pipeline that I needed to get to. And for years, even after being able to apply for Twitch Partner, being denied under circumstances that I know if I could replicate them, I just don't care to, but if I could, because it was during drop campaigns, they'd probably award me Twitch Partner now, because they've changed it that, if they see your viewership being high just because you're in a drop category, they'll still give you partner. But whereas back when I applied for it and that was like kind of the circumstance, they tried telling me that my viewership was inflated. So, whatever, right? Like, it happens. And I just stopped putting all my eggs in the basket and then diversifying myself. Like, I'm a YouTube partner now, like, it's cool. I'm part of the TikTok creator program and shop program, so that's cool. I think that definitely was, like I said, my fault in the beginning. And now, as I'm diversifying myself as a content creator, as I look back, I want to show anyone, the reality of what it would be like once you get this, because I'm seeing people, I guess I have to like move it over a bit, seeing people who on my Twitter and stuff like that, they are unlocking Path to Partner, or trying to. They're either getting very upset with their first denial, or they're getting very upset that they can't even get to this point. And like, the reality is, if you keep doing what I did, which is focusing on Twitch alone, you're just going to see it go lower and lower and lower and lower until you're back literally at the point where you started. Because that's where I'm at. It's like not even a joke, and it hurts so bad to put thousands of hours of work and effort into a platform and to watch yourself return right back to the same point in which you started. But that's what happens when you put all your eggs in one basket. That's when you try to reach for something so badly, and you look at other people on the platform, and like they say, thief is the biggest, or thief, comparison is the biggest thief of joy. So don't do that. Don't look at other people's random growth spurts, things that I saw myself happening that I thought when I looked at other people and their trajectory and stuff, I was like, oh, okay, I didn't get it this time. Well, I'll get it next time. I didn't get it that time. Well, I'll get it next time. I didn't get it that time. Well, I'll get it this time. I didn't get it. And, it's just like, it makes people burn out of hope for you faster than you could ever burn out of hope for yourself. And that, it feels like, um, like a punch to your gut every time. And it's not anyone's fault for feeling that way towards you, rather so you not showing up in a way that nowadays I find myself wondering, what if I never made the Twitch channel, but I needed the Twitch channel to teach me how to do all of the other things that I'm now succeeding. And for a lot of other people, it's just completely different. They have already done really well with other things, and then they bring that to Twitch and they're showcased for their talent and everything on Twitch, and it works for them even better. It showcases them even better. But you won't see that if you're only looking at like a Twitch tracker and stuff like that, right? You're not going to see that. So you have to like step back sometimes and ask yourself if you're using it as a tool for other things, because I definitely have. But up to this point right here, I never did. So that was 4 years. Yeah, because it doesn't even go. No, it does. Yeah, okay. So, well, I guess 3, half of my content creation career of not doing anything besides only focusing on Twitch. And yet, yeah, those were my high points. But it was here that I made my TikTok. And I'm now on my second TikTok account that I'm building. It was here ish. I'm sorry, right? Okay. Here a year ago that I got YouTube partner. So like now I have new achievements only a year or two into my journey that are not for, like, you can't see them on this graph, and the graph looks horrible, and it's just me suffering from success in other places. And for a lot of people that will look the complete reverse. So if you focus on only this and you stare at this and you let this bog you down, that definitely was where I was for a long time, just staring at a singular graph, not seeing myself grow and have any sort of work on any other platforms. And I unlocked this and kept wanting to just hit the apply button on this over and over and over again. I think that is more terrorizing to your mental health than anything. Like, please, you do not want to get stuck. This is just like a warning, basically. You don't want to get stuck in this loop. You do not want to be here. I cannot stress that enough. I want you, if you're someone who's staring at these graphs, you're staring at your analytics, you're trying to figure out how you can become a Twitch partner, and you do not have any other content creation medals underneath your belt, please. I get it that it's important, because I'm sitting here trying to stream still too. But it's not the point. Like, the trend going around is like, I almost forgot this is the whole point kind of thing. So don't forget what is the whole point. Ever since I started just enjoying it more and using it as a tool, letting the things that I've learned from it help me succeed in ways that is benefiting me on other platforms and helping me grow on other platforms, and hopefully then I can reverse it. Hopefully then I'll be able to bring it back, right? That's the whole point. So you do not want to get these checks marked off and be able to hit the apply button, because it feels like a very yeah, it's been 5 years and I don't, like, there's nothing else for me to achieve anymore. There's nothing else for me to like fulfill and do because it's done here and I didn't get it. And now I'm just like okay, yeah, like I'll get it maybe whatever. Honestly, with all of the issues and everything that's been going on, and how the platform's been going and how much again in the beginning of this where I started where it was like I feel like I've made a mistake. Just putting all my eggs in one of the baskets, a singular basket of the purple platform. I wanted to say, I've been looking around and, things, they don't look lovely everywhere. There's things I don't like on this platform as it is, and there's things on this platform that I don't like as it is. But I set it up and, I would actually be able to gauge my fault because I have like over 6,000 on Twitch. And again, I've kind of done everything here. Like I really have. Do you know what's also cute? So I can't get the handle of just Karma on Twitch because I used to be Karma420 and I took Karma420 out of my name and I want to be just Karma on Twitch without the I. But I can't do that. I would need to become Twitch partner in order to change that. So like that's whatever. But anyways, I have just Karma. Like I have here on YouTube. I have that on Kick. Like kick.com/Karma. There's a little ring to it. There's a little ring to that. So I'm thinking about it. And if I see people who follow me over there and stuff like that, I might. Because I've thought a few times, some people have told me, well, if you've already done this, right, like you get the path to partner and like you can't get it, and then like your channel falls all the way back to like basically 0. Like I'm lucky to have 10 average viewers half the time. Why not make a new channel? Bro, I'm not gonna make a new channel. I have like I've streamed like 8,000 hours on it and stuff. I'm just like not gonna make a new channel, but this would be cute. I don't know. I'm just yapping and just yeah, this is the reality. This is 5 years of partner pushing. If anyone cares to know what that looks like, don't. My advice to you is don't. Stop. Never partner push. Just like don't. Just one day you'll wake up and it'll happen, but like until then don't think about it. That's my advice. Okay. Best of luck, friends. Catch me somewhere over there, maybe. We'll see.